that all welded and taken back off the truck. I have these just left here, they're not welded in yet. So what I'm going to do is the 10mm plate I have, they're going to be done as my tie downs. So I've 10 of them cut out, 5 for each side, and there's going to be one at the back, so I think that's 6 altogether. Holes going to be cut in them so I can fit a snatch block and my tie down points. There's going to be one here, the front, next one. And these ones are near enough each other, just for when different wheel sizes on cars. I've measured for the Volkswagen Craft, which fit on there perfectly. An 8-foot wheelbase, 9-foot wheelbase, and 10-foot wheelbase car, and then everything else will be back here to get this last one. It's going to be one here. So what I'm working out here is I'm going to cut this out, I think. Right, there's one going here, tie down point, so I'm going to cut it here. I'm going to slide the plate out to the edge and then weld it all back together. And that'll give me, I'll be able to put the tie down point further in. These are looking a bit big now. I'm thinking about changing them to 6-inch. Alright, I'm going to have a look at this now. Alright, getting these tie downs put in. I've changed the design around a couple of times. This works better and I've got more tie downs. I'm keeping this as I was cutting this into sections, and this was going to separate them. What I've done now is I've kept this as one long piece. I've cut a bit out so it fits inside it, and that'll be all welded. It'll be all one piece again. Get out, Doc. This was meant to be in here, but it was getting caught and everything, obviously. And so what I've done is I've turned the plate around. Snatch block will fit there for pulling, and then these are for tie downs, and that's it all the way down. So there's loads of tie down points on it now, and it should be way stronger than the way I had designed it first. My plan now is just get that all welded in and get the other side done. All the other side drilled out. I just need to clean it up and get the side bar fitting. So I won't video any of that, I'll just try and get that done quick. That's this side all stitched up ready for tomorrow. There's a 6-inch plate being welded here. So now at least with this, it won't have any ripples in it or weld lines. They just weld up there. And then here there's going to be a roller, probably a roller in the middle. And the plate will be welded down here, and then the angle will be cut on it. But yeah, it looks fairly neat the way it is now. Kind of happy with it. I was putting square boxes in here, and then I could put my fair lead down and pull sideways off the bed. What I'm thinking about doing now is I'm going to make it something up to fit in here in these holes, and then have a choice of all of them to use. I'll just leave that there for now. That's ready for welding tomorrow morning. That side all welded in the top. All I have to do is flip it over and do the one on the bottom. So the other side, all the bits cut out, and I'm halfway through getting the faces looking the same. All these tie down faces, the mouths, some looked a bit angry, some looked a bit different. So I'm going to try and get all the mouths looking like that. Created that one. The small little lip down. It's really bothering me. I don't know why. So I'm just spinning. I have 2 left to do. Just that one and that one, and I just wanted them all looking the same. next morning here now, just Sunday morning. I'm just doing these final welds in. I've just done the welds along there. So what I've left is the little welds across there and all these cross pieces on the top. I still have the bottom to do, but there's nothing to do in the bottom, just across the bottom here and just under there. So there's nothing really left to do on the main welds and all that. So I'm trying to let that cool totally, this one. That's fairly hot, so I'll let that get to where it's room temperature, I suppose. And oh, this to weld as well. So that's 3 more passes I have to do down along here. What I'm going to start doing now is putting in grease nipples on top here. Just going to go in there. I'm going to get them drilled and tapped now. So then when I flip the body over to weld it, I can grind in a little vein on the bottom of it, just to spread the grease a bit. So I'm going to start drilling them out. I'm only going to put, I think, probably 4 on top. I'll put 3 where it sits inside the tilt and frame, and then 1 at the top there, so when it slides down I can grease it as it moves. Alright, I'm going to cut here, just bent them up. Looks a bit bad now, but that's probably going to be my line there, but I think it's going to be a bit higher, and it'll be straight down to here, and then in behind this one is where the pin for the ram to push it in and out is. That's why this angle couldn't be any more, really. I could probably cut a bit more off if I wanted to, but I wanted to keep this much here under this one. What I'll do now is I'll just put the plate on here. I'll probably end up bracing this somehow. I'll put a big plate from here across to here and down and weld it all to make one solid piece of box there. Then the piece will come across here is that 10mm plate, that'll be really fine zone, and then it's joining 6mm, 6-inch 200mm or 250mm, 150mm plate coming down the side here. That'll be cut at an angle as well. That'll stop this wobbling here, and then the rollers will be here. So I'm just getting this cut out here now, because I want to slide this off, turn it upside down so it's inside for the night. I can weld the bottom. I'm just about to start work out today. I'm just going to do a quick update of what I've done on it. I have everything upside down welded. There's no places where rust can get in. I've just ran a weld around absolutely everything. Even around here, I've just gone through everything. On this body now, it'll be really easy to paint. I don't have any kind of obstructions from the spray gun, so I can just spray in around everything and get a good coat. There'll be way easier to paint this than the beaver tail body. What I've done at the back here, when I turned around the other way, I cut the C-channel there, bent it up so it's level with this, and I welded it in, and I just cut the most angle I could off it. I wanted to leave this bit here just to support this one. I've skipped a lot of what I'm doing here because it's kind of, there's not much explaining it. All it was the rails down. I forget what I've recorded. Probably it's a week later. Let me see. Oh no, it's 2 weeks after I started this. I spent 9 days straight on it. to get it here to roughly here. Yesterday I just put the side rails on, and it's taken me a lot of time to get little bits worked out. So I have everything welded except these side rails. I just have to do that as slow as I can to try and keep it from warping, but I'm guessing I'm going to have it warping eventually. I have this marked out here. That's for snatch blocks on the end. That's the tie down for the end, and these cut out are for the rollers. Left hand side on. Good for that. What I'll do is I'll shape that. It's going to be welded in. Just going to weld there and weld there. And if there's any problem with them, I'm just going to cut them out and weld in new ones because they should last fairly long. I have a middle one, and the reason I have the middle one in is the last body I had, the middle was scratching people's driveways and stuff if it wasn't straight. And I'm going to use this and see how it goes. It's going to be like that. And if I have any issues with it not working, it's easy enough just to cut this out and put a patch back in here and just paint it, because on the end it's easy to do. But there shouldn't be any issues there. So the plan is to try and get this welded now in the next while and get that mounted in and welded in. And so I'm using this to roll the body in now because it's getting heavy. I'm going to put the floor on it. I want to use the rollers. It's going to get real heavy. Turbo's still not in. It's come up to a month now. Well, it's in Dublin. Got a few other packages in, like my toolboxes and stuff like that. It's a big fucking hassle. So I'm still waiting on that turbo because I want to do the pin back here, the mounting pin, and I don't want to do that till the hydraulics are working. But I might just have to go ahead and get all the holes drilled and get it at least ready to be mounted and welded. And my plan now is to weld this as slow as I can, try and stop warping. I might clamp a straight edge along the top of it. But I'm going to start working on the headboard. I think my headboard on this is going to be able to be bolted in and out. Yeah, well, I'm going to go with that because just make it easy to work on in case I ever need to take it off again. Be handy. And my winch, I'm going to do a separate video on the winch mounting on this. I done a video on what I'm doing, but I didn't explain it and I was waffling like in some of them videos. The last two videos of this, I haven't recorded on in ages, so I didn't know what I was fucking saying. And I have most of the stuff in for the winch here now. It's going to be mounted sideways. It's going to pull straight across around a pulley block, down to another pulley block, and then down the body. But I'm going to do one video on doing that on its own. What I need to do is have the headboard mounted first, because the winch has to fit in, and the winch bracket is going to go from it's going to be the whole length of the bed. So that's going to be bolted as well, so I need to kind of get all that prepared. Yeah, so I'm going to start welding this up now and start thinking what I'm going to do next then.